community, as well as the luminaires in YouTube. It's so nice to see you. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Regina. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love it when you are chatting back with each other and taking care of each other. Hi, Tiffany. So today, yes, it's Friday, and I like to pop over and say hi. But today, I get to showcase the lovely Virtual Center for Love and Light, which is my collective of facilitators, practitioners, and healers that have gathered over on the Learn It Live platform. And we get to kind of showcase one of the healers that I definitely am very fond of and love deeply. Her name is Tatiana Franklin. She's a pranic healer. She's a life coach. She's trilingual. She's amazing. She also makes and embeds energy, and she can correct me when she comes on with her jewelry. She makes jewelry, and it's phenomenal. I'll definitely be posting her website. But today, I wanted to bring her forward so we could talk about why is it so important to maintain your energetic body, to have a healthy energetic body? We talk about it all the time. We talk about cleaning our energy, but why is it so darn important? Like, really, what is it tethered to? What is it really doing for us? And so I wanted to bring in an expert with me, and that would be Tatiana Franklin. So we can
Hello.
talk about it. There she is. Hi.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Luminaires.
So I recognize that you are not home today. Where in the world are you broadcasting from?
I am in Houston, Texas, and I am here for training. I am training with my teacher, Master Stephen Coe.
That's awesome. So that's with Pranic Healing.
Yes, yes.
Yes. You're getting a lot of hellos from Oriel, from Tom, Thurman, Dan. Greetings from Arizona, he says. From Shelly Ham, Julie, everybody saying hi. We've got several Arizona people showing up. So can you give us just a little background? Like, how long have you been doing pranic healing? What got you interested in energy healing? And why are you blending, or what was your call to action to blend pranic healing and life coaching? Like,
Mm-hmm.
know you.
Yes. So I started this journey towards my purpose by becoming a life coach. And almost at the same time as I discovered that passion of mine, energy healing popped up in the form of Reiki. I became interested in it. I started studying it. I became a Reiki Master. I used it for a while myself. I started using it on all the people that were interested in getting Reiki. And eventually, my learning journey never stops. It kept growing and growing. Eventually, it was through going to a Tony Robbins event that I met my teacher, Master Stephen Coe. And I decided immediately that I wanted to become a pranic healer. And so I started training with him. I started traveling to the West Coast, and that's basically how I went into this journey from coaching to healing. And after I did that, I started kind of like with people who do different things, right? I started asking myself, well, am I a healer? Am I a coach? What am I? And at some point, I simply accepted, came out of the healer's closet, so to speak, and I started introducing myself as a healer and coach. And I do like to say that for me, um, healing and coaching are different sides of the same coin. You can achieve your healing whether it starts with coaching, whether it starts with healing. It all leads to the same place, which is healing. So I do believe that both healing and coaching are part of the same
And
purpose.
I love that you put them together like that on either side of the coin. I couldn't agree with you more. But it's so often they're separated. We have talk therapy, we have this therapy, we have this coaching, and now over here we have the energy healing. the pranic, the Reiki, et cetera. And they're different modalities, and I've always enjoyed that you have them together.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know, no, it started with an acceptance that I needed to make for myself as both of them, right? Even though I started with that, the blending was very, very organic. I mean, during my pranic healing sessions, oftentimes I find myself coaching people, and in the same, in the same aspect, when I am coaching people, I find myself, talking about energy. So yeah, it to me it has blended organically very well for me, and I love it.
And you still offer one-on-one sessions.
I do.
Do you do this only in person, or do you also offer them remotely?
I offer them remotely. The coaching I have always offered remotely. Um, when I started giving pranic healing sessions, I started in person, and then I moved to remotely, because of the pandemic. And now I do both. So.
Good, because we have so many luminaires from all over the world. I want to give a shout out to Victoria in Vancouver, Canada. We have Sarah saying hi from Florida. We have Judy saying hi from London. Diane
Hello.
from Kansas. Liz from Scotland, UK. She's saying a big hi to you.
Hello.
Oh, so much like warmth and love. Oh, so this is great. We have a luminaire, Wendy. Do you mind if I throw some questions at you?
Oh,
That's can see my chimes today. I'm hanging out with my chime that my spirit guide Maitland hits every now and then. But so Wendy Nelson is a longtime luminaire, and she's asking for some healing energy. She's having a complete hysterectomy and a kidney removal due to kidney cancer and a uterine mass, which are suspected to be unrelated. Um,
hmm
so she's asking for healing. And I think this goes hand in hand with our kind of big question today, and maybe we can direct it towards Wendy. Why is it so important to have the energy healing aspect and a healthy energy body? And especially in relation to when we are physically ill,
hmm
and now, as Wendy's saying, going into surgery.
Yes. Well, first of all, when I'm sending you all my light and all my love, and I'll make sure to send you pranic healing, remote pranic healing, so that your surgery goes well. So there's so many questions. So many answers, so many ways that I could answer this question. And I've been thinking about this question all along, even while traveling here. And I think what comes to mind, or what keeps coming to my mind, is balance, right? And how balance has become a little bit underrated these days, because often people ask me, why do I have this anxiety? Why do I have these worries? Why do I have, why this, right? It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental. And as pranic healers, we learn that the chakras really control our health, right? Our chakras are full of energy. I mean, we're all energy. Everything we touch, everything that we see, everything that we put in our bodies, this phone, everything is energy, and chakras are made of energy. And so anytime there's an imbalance with any of those chakras, and it could be an imbalance with one or more chakras, then it becomes, that imbalance results in something, right? For instance, the solar plexus chakra comes to mind. What happens when the solar plexus chakra is congested with energy? Well, we experience anger, we experience resentment, we tend to um, not be so easy to forgive, right? And what does that leads to, right? So it's a cascading effect, but I think it all starts with the health of our chakras. And I think That's one of the answers as to why it is so important to maintain our energetic health.
So when somebody like Wendy is showing up, maybe for a one-on-one session or just curious about how to heal the body, and she's talking about kidney, uterine, asking about her liver, what would be some energy techniques or approaches maybe that you would offer her or give as homework? Is that too much to ask? You could always tell me, like, Jamie, come on. But just curious.
Well, I was gonna say one of the things that hasn't come up yet is that pranic healing is based on protocols,
Mhm.
and so protocols call for the specific cleansing and the specific energizing of the chakras, mostly associated with, for example, anxiety or migraines, right? And so, um, you know, from the perspective of energy healing, something that could be beneficial to Wendy or anyone experiencing any ailments is to cleanse your chakras. Because, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, our health, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, can be traced back to how healthy our chakras are.
So, would there be specific protocol if somebody came in about their kidney or
Yes, yes.
about a specific disease? Then you would say, okay, this is the protocol that we're taking.
Yes, yes, yes. There is a protocol for the cleansing of the liver, the cleansing of the kidneys, uh, the ovaries. There's also what else? What else was?
Uterine, uterine.
Yeah. Yes. 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 There's. There's. I mean, for I want to say for most ailments, there's a 99% chance. 99% chance that there is a protocol for that or something close to it.
So, in your opinion, is the cleansing of the energetic body more, I want a word like strong, more like bam, more, uh, yeah, I can't think of the right word. If you're using it as preventative health care, or do you find that even when the body is out of balance and you go to clean your energy body, that it is equally has just as strong of impact as it does if you were healthy?
Well, with any energetic healing, as you know, this is complementary, right? You want to do whatever you can to achieve your health, whatever that means for you. And so, if you want to rely on energy healing, that's amazing. But how about doing energy healing and doing your homework on, figuring out, okay, what else can I do? Is it supplements? Is it movement? Is it, what is it? Right? So, energy healing by itself is amazing. I will always recommend it. However, I think energy healing works best with whatever else you can do for yourself.
I agree. We do have a question from Shelly Ham, and she's asking, how do you keep balance in the crazy times we're going through right now?
Hmm. Great question. Well, I think it's important to keep the noise, and I think the noise these days comes from our minds, right? Because we start the day, we're bombarded with emails, with news that aren't necessarily great. So definitely, start defining some boundaries around what is gonna bring you peace, right? And how do you turn the noise down? What comes to my mind to do that is definitely meditation.
Mhm.
Meditation is so widely accessible now that, we really don't have an excuse to not meditate. And it doesn't have to be, a meditation that takes an hour. It could be 5, 10 minutes just to center yourself and to literally quiet your mind, close your eyes, follow your breathing. It could be as simple as that.
So, what's your thoughts around if we know we're going to meditate or take on any kind of technique, cleaning our energy, balancing our energy? What's your take on the concept of if we know we're trying to goal achieve and do this one outcome, is it taking away from the authentic experience because we're coming in with expectations of sitting down to meditate and we are doing something rather than allowing it to happen and be more authentic?
I think that goes back keyword of this session, that is balance, right?
Mhm.
You can definitely have an intention, um, and we all have expectations of our own health and then how things should and shouldn't go. But are we letting those expectations run the show?
Yeah,
You
how do
know,
we keep that in check?
well, I love that you brought allowing, right? I love that word, allowing, because that puts us, to borrow Abraham Hicks' words, puts us in receptive mode. And what that means is simply being open to receive, being open to manifest, being open to your own goals and your own awareness of how to get there.
Because I find that sometimes people, even if we do something simple and it's like, you got to go to the grocery store and you got to buy these two things. It's like, okay, program on. I'm going to the grocery store and I'm buying these two things. And there's no allowance of any other experience because they have their head down and this is what they're doing.
Hmm.
And so we're so trained to achieve that goal we set for ourselves. I often have this, you know, I don't know if it's like a battling thought, but it certainly is an awareness of mine. Okay, I'm sitting down to meditate. But why am I
Hmm.
doing this? Am I trying to get to the goal? Am I doing this authentically and just allowing it to occur? Because I find that there's so much more to just being present and allowing it to happen.
Yeah, and I think meditation, that's exactly, it allows you to be present with your own self and your own energy and your own essence. And if anything, it just, like I said before, it puts the volume down.
You actually have a meditation and a remote pranic healing coming up. I'm going to put that link into the chat thread now. And I would love, can you share a little bit how you decided to blend your meditation and pranic healing together? Like what
Yes.
works? What is it about?
Yes, so this is something that I've been thinking for a long time of doing, and I think the Center for Love and Life platform is the perfect platform to do this. So I am doing a combination of a guided meditation and a remote pranic healing session that's going to start in December, and I want to turn it into a series where each month you get the opportunity to be guided step by step towards that meditation, that space that we just talked about. And then once that guided meditation is complete, you are in a better space to receive. And that's why I want to put it, at the front of the session, so that people are more open to receive that prana healing, which is the second part of that session where, for instance, in December, each session is going to have a theme. So whoever registers for the class is going to receive an email with instructions and with the theme of the prana healing. And so, after that meditation, I will send a remote prana healing to whoever is joining live, or to whoever is watching the recording.
I was about to post that you can sign up for a membership on Learn It Live at the Virtual Center for Love and Light, or you also offer it as a single purchase, don't you?
Yes. So either a member and you get access to my classes and to all the other amazing instructors and their classes. Or you can just, decide to do it once in December and you're good, and then do it again in the next month or not. It's completely up to you, but you definitely have options.
I love it. You're getting a lot of house sweets and big loves, and definitely from Kelby McCumber Morris, who's also a healer facilitator over at the Virtual Center for Love and Light, which she says, we love the Center for Love and Light.
Yes.
Yay! I love you guys. I can't wait. We have private kind of talks. I've mentioned it once or twice on the live stream of building the center and
Mhm.
having a physical space again. So it's definitely on my radar. And of course, if that's happening, Luminaires, you know who I'm going to be hunting down is this lovely lady here, Tatiana. Um, Tiffany was doing some shares. You were talking about meditation, and she was mentioning she loves the 11-minute Sata Nama from
Mhm.
yoga, how it centers her for the day, and then she feels good afterwards. So,
Wonderful.
what do go ahead?
I was just saying wonderful.
What do people feel often after doing meditation and pranic healing with you?
Um, I mean, just based on what I hear from my clients, I can tell you that you're gonna feel lighter. You're gonna feel more centered. You're gonna feel like I just went to the spa and I feel amazing. I'm ready to, do whatever it is that I have to do today.
I'm reading Ed Gonzalez says, last 2 weeks I've been having an amazing healing session. Yes. All learn it live. Yeah, there is a huge response I've noticed after people are focused, because not only are you, if I can talk about you, and please, Tatiana, if I'm off topic, go, no, Jamie, that's not exactly how it is, and offer some more insight. But
Yes.
I've noticed when, like, Tatiana is extremely dedicated to her work. And you, Tatiana, used to work with me at the Center for Love and Light in Atlanta, Georgia, in the physical space. You were one of our first practitioners to have an office and share space with others who were making their mark in the world, in the energetic healing world. And you were always so prompt, so on time. Your communication is so clear and concise. And I'm guessing that is stemming a lot from your life coaching. And you would clean your room energetically. You would set up your room. Like, I would notice how your attention to detail, it excited me so much, and it just totally met my need for order and meaning. Like, everything had meaning to you. If it didn't have meaning to you, you didn't have it. And it just gave you this sense, it gave me this sense of, God, I feel really safe around her. Like, she has a hold of it. She knows where her boundaries are. She knows where she's going and how it works. And I have heard raving compliments from people who have had sessions with you, because I ask, behind closed doors. I'm like, have you seen Tatiana? How was it? And get feedback from it. And they really appreciated your attention to that detail and holding space for people to get really deep. So I'm mentioning all of this because it's hard to get to know somebody, especially, in just a few interviews or on her website, when you read the about page. Like, it's hard to get to know someone, but I know most of us luminaires out there are gut centered, and we go, oh, I'm called to this. Oh, I like her, and we follow that vein. But for the others that are sitting there going, I don't know, because this is not a service that you open a yellow book, which maybe half the community out there doesn't know what a yellow book is anymore. Put your finger down and go, okay, that's the one. I'm just going to go to them. Like, it's very intimate to have somebody work with your energy. And I would absolutely stand behind Tatiana's work. and I absolutely refer her. So, no, thank you. I mean, yeah, I talk. Uh, does that sound awful if I say I talk behind your back about you? Because I do. But I mean, in a way where I'm just so proud and pleased to know that there are, others out there doing their good work and loving it. And not saying I know everything. They're saying I love this and I'm still learning and growing and working with it. And it's just it just checks all my boxes. So with all of that, I wanted to throw back to the topic. Why is it so important to have a healthy, energetic body? You mentioned that for physical health, mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health. So I wanted to linger a little bit. Can you throw out an example, maybe, of keeping a healthy, energetic body for your spiritual self? Like, what are some links or experiences that you've had where maybe yourself or a client has said, "Oh, now this is, happening because I'm keeping my energy healthy."
Yes. Well, before I go on to that, I just want to say thank you for your kind and amazing words. I just felt your heart chakra expanding and it made mine expand. And so I'm feeling all the love. So thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome.
So to answer your question, um, so when we think when we see the words energy healing, right, we might have so many things that pop in our heads. um, However, perhaps emotional healing might not be necessarily the first word that you think about, and I think it's so important to have emotional healing. I do have people that come to me for that. I am thinking about a person specifically who came to me recently to heal a very damaging relationship that she had in the past, that percolated into so many areas of her life. And you would think, well, why not go a different route? Why energy healing? Well, I mean, I can tell you that that session was so powerful. It was almost like, the word purging comes to mind. It was very purging for her, for me to work on that. Because oftentimes during my sessions, I'll get intuitive messages, either from loved ones or from their guides or my guides. And that resonates 100% with them. And so it becomes not only, me just going in and cleansing the chakras and energizing the chakras. It becomes something more meaningful. And this person that I'm thinking about left the session. I mean, well, before she left the session, she had a good cry, which to me is a great indication that the person is allowing herself to, you know, take a breath, let all that stuff out, and she left extremely grateful for the experience, because she had been looking for a way to heal herself emotionally from this chapter in her past, and she got what she was looking for.
I love those kinds of stories so much. You're getting a lot of, wow, they're soaking up your passion. They love that your vibes are high, says Ed Gonzalez. My heart is very fluttering. Fluttering. I love that word. A lot of thank yous for being so open about your work, is what's being shared. So I was curious, is there something, whether it's an exercise or a technique, that you can share with the luminaires today that's focused on keeping your energy clean? Something we can do on the go or at home, something that's a little
Oh,
bit more portable?
yeah, totally.
Sweet.
So Here's what you can. This is called a panic bath. And so for this, you'll want to gather about a cup of sea salt, coarse sea salt, which you can find in any stores, grocery stores. So if you have a bath, fill the bath with water, put about a cup of those salts. Not Epsom salts. That's not the same thing. I get asked about Epsom salts a lot. So Epsom salts are great, but they're not for this. So sea salt, and then put about 20 drops of lavender essential oils in it, and go in the bath. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put music if you want, make it an experience. And close your eyes and see yourself inside either a purple waterfall or a purple fire, whichever element you're attracted to, and see yourself getting rid of all the stuff that you're wanting to let go of. If it's anxiety, focus on that. Try to find the anxiety where it is in your body. Perhaps it's in your stomach, perhaps it's in your head, in your throat. So literally visualize that yucky energy leaving your body. If it's a pain, perhaps something in your body is causing you pain, then focus on that being alleviated. If there's, for example, if your knees hurt, visualize green energy around your knees, and that pain being dissolved into the water. That's what the sea salt is for. It literally disintegrates any negative energy, any ailments, along with the lavender. And then once you feel that you have uh, gotten all the stuff out of you, once you feel that, okay, I'm good, then get out of the bath. Get rid of the water, and don't shower for 24 hours, and see how that helps.
Okay, why not shower in 24 hours?
Because the energy is going to continue to go in and out of your body, and you want to just leave it alone and do its own thing.
I totally get that. Like there's a natural 24-hour cycle in
Mhm.
all of us humans. And we've programmed it because we watch the sun come up and the sun set and the moon come up and the moon set. Like, so we're very aware of that cycle. And we always have this concept of brand new day. Get up, it's a brand new day. Get up, you get to make your decisions. Get to decide who you are today. So that 24-hour cycle is really embedded into us. Now I have another question. What,
Yes.
and if you know this, what is the difference between the Epsom salt and the sea salt? I
Well,
don't.
what I do know about Epsom salts is that very good for helping the digestive system.
Mhm.
So tend to not go to the bathroom too often, then definitely the Epsom salts will help. Now, I'm not an expert in Epsom salts. I don't have anything against Epsom salts. They're just not for this kind of pranic bath. Now, what I know about sea salt, which is the number one ingredient that we use in pranic healing, the sea salt literally disintegrates negative energy.
Yeah, it does. Sea salt has like this natural spongy quality to it, and it just soaks it up and takes it with it. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's why when we go to the beach, when we go into the water, that's why we feel amazing.
Talk to me about that. I know, it's so incredible, isn't it?
It
Okay,
is.
I have to say, I so appreciate you saying get a cup of sea salt because you buy these really nice like sea salt mixes with herbs and they give you like this tiny little spoon and you just put a little spoon and you mix it in the big bathtub. I'm the kid that like pops the lid off, rips the top, and is like like dumping it. I go, I need more. Like I can't.
That's how I am too. I think some people honestly are afraid of sea salt for some reason. It's great for you.
Oh, Pam Warren, who is the modern medicine woman, is sharing that there's no salt in an Epsom salt.
Oh, maybe that's why. Again, Epsom salt has its uses for this specific exercise that you can do at home. Definitely use sea salt.
And Pam is also sharing tonight during the full moon. I'm going to follow these directions, bathe under the moon, and use the eclipse and all of. Oh my God! Yes.
Perfect.
Ed wants to know if one of the languages you speak is Spanish.
It is.
He's also curious, can you use Himalayan salt, pink salts?
Yes.
Salt Space Cadet Lottie says salt cleanses in all dimensions.
I agree.
Oh my gosh, you have so many responses. I can't read them all, but they're all like, yes, yes, yes. And Pam's jumping back in. Magnesium from the ocean energy, from the crashing of the waves as well, is so energizing. Yes. Everybody. Look, I love it.
I.
So if somebody is allergic to lavender,
Mm-hmm.
what's the second best kind of essential oil to use for this energy cleanse?
Um, that's a good question. I've never encountered that before. I would say probably if you have an amethyst, put it in the bath.
Uh-huh. I love that. Yes, you could totally do that. God, I'm thinking amethyst paired with the smoky quartz and putting it in there if you wanted a big kick.
Yeah. I mean, you can put really any crystals. For whatever goal you have, you can put it in the bath too. But amethyst definitely has that violet prana, and so amethyst would be great for that.
Edna Marie Connolly Floral, or Floral, is asking, interesting on waiting to shower. I'd always heard it's best to shower right after a salt bath to rinse off the old energy that's being released. But
I
that's,
mean,
yeah.
that's how I thought. So
That's not necessarily what the pranic healing session is doing. It's saying the salt's still doing its work, the salt embedded into the skin, lightly on the surface where your hair is, all your peach fuzz. It's holding all that energy. It's not going to refeed you it again. Let it do its job for a 24-hour cycle, and then you can let it go. So it sounds like it's more of a kick, more power.
yeah, I mean, I really believe in this stuff so much that I actually put it in a soap. I have these soaps that have sea salt and whatever oils you need to make soap, and the lavender oil, and I sell those on my Etsy shop.
Oh, now I don't have that page. I didn't know you have an Etsy shop.
So I didn't come up.
Well, now I'm looking for it because I'm not going to leave that. Oh, Tatiana Franklin on Etsy. Nothing to see here. What?
The name of the shop is Citrine Prana.
SEA?
CITRINE Prana. Prana.
C Train?
Citrine, like the C
Yep.
I CITRINE.
Oh, citrine.
Yes.
I do mean to shop. Citrine Prana. Okay, got it. Sorry, I was hearing it as C Train, and there's some sound issues on my side. Thank you for your
It-
patience.
it-
Now I'm posting it. There you go. Now you can go see the soap she's talking about. Yeah. Everybody's like, okay, this is good stuff. So before we wrap it up, is there anything else that you would like to share with the Luminaires about keeping their energy clean or anything you want to invite them to?
We'll definitely invite everyone to check out the Center for Love and Light. You can find all my classes at cfll.learnedlive.com/Tatiana Franklin. I am looking forward to seeing people registering for the December guided meditation and pranic healing session, which I'm really excited about. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever about prana, about anything else that you're wondering about, feel free to send me an email to hello@tatianafranklin.com.
Oh, I'm going to post that. Hello at TatianaFranklin.com for questions. Okay if I post it?
Yes.
Right, post it. Ah, that is so awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule, especially since you're traveling and you just really, I love how dedicated you are and how you just take the time and you do what you believe in and you stand by it. So Luminaires, if you're looking for somebody who is extremely confident, I mean that in such a big loving way, not in the opposite, too confident way. And you're looking for somebody to be a life coach, to offer some energy healing, please, she's sitting right here. Check her out, send her an email at hello@tatianafranklin.com, and definitely try out her classes. Like she mentioned, you can find it over at cfll.learnitlive.com or /learnitlive.com. We have it up in the chat thread. I posted her website, her Etsy shop. I also posted her expert page over on Learn It Live and how to sign up for Learn It Live. And I've also posted that one class, the guided meditation and remote pranic healing that she's talking about. So there's no more excuses. As the energy gets a little squirrely whirly for the rest of the year, we've got this being of light who's holding space for us so that we can authentically be us and keep it together a little bit more. Tatiana, thank you so much.
For this amazing.
Have an incredible rest of your Texas day.
Thank you.
And, Maitland says bye. There's the chimes. She's been hanging with class all day. And Luminaires, I'll see you. Oh, I won't see you next week because it's Thanksgiving holiday here in the States and I'm taking it off to be with family, but I will see you the following week. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Choose happiness. When you make it a choice, go, what's going to make me happier? Go for that one. That's what we want to do these days. Take care, everyone. Bye.